Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good? What's good, original crew, man? We're back. Oh, man. We're back on the channel, man. We got a Patrick CC. I forgot to do this one, see. But I don't know if you remember when this happened. The boy Jim Carrey, you remember that situation?
Oh, yeah,
with the whole, you know what I'm saying, the whole internet. Mm-hmm. But we got Jim Carrey was cloned. Here's the evidence. They cloned Tyrone too, huh? Mm-hmm. That's what they said. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. Let's check it out. Oh, but before we get into it, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
Not you laughing. Y'all already know where to go. If you want to first support, you got to do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
like it in with a thumbs up.
Hey, let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about. You think it's funny, don't you?
Oh.
Yeah, you do. That's crazy, man. Let's get it.
Jim Carrey just proved that we can no longer tell what is real and what is fake, because this interview of him looks and sounds nothing like the world-famous actor we once knew.
You know, I wrote it and I researched it and I practiced it like crazy.
This viral clip had millions of people making accusations that Jim Carrey was cloned, or at least using a body double, which is something he has admitted to doing in the past.
I've done this a few times now, and it's using a decoy.
I'm sorry, a decoy?
Using a decoy. It sounds so ridiculous, but it works like a
double.
It's fantastic.
But the conspiracy ramped up to a whole new level when an artist who specializes in making realistic masks posted what appears to be what Jim could have been wearing on the red carpet. Plus, it's not like it's the first time a celebrity has had widespread rumors that they have been cloned. Plus, it's not like it's the first time a celebrity has had
You think the other one? This one?
been wearing on the red carpet.
Sorry.
Plus, it's not like it's the first time.
You think that's a clone? You think they don't look alike? The nasal shift is the same. I don't know if the frame of everything is different. These look like waxed eyebrows right here, or a thread or whatever you want to. I don't know what they were doing at the time. The eyes do kind of look altered differently, but what do you think? Her style is different, so can do based off her style. I'll have to look by ears.
Do the eyes look the same for you?
The angle of everything is different. Is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, I'm like, this is more down, right? Just like looking.
This is head more tilted.
Mouth
angle,
open.
And the angle of the camera. This is more directional, and this is more like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Vertical. Like, so you got to look at it that way. You can't look at it like they're not straight on, two straight on headshots.
I'm a celebrity has had widespread rumors.
What about her? The bridge of the nose is the same. Not purple. What's supposed to be purple?
What do you see now? Purple.
What's supposed to be purple?
That's some eyeshadow.
Come on, a tan?
I guess because she normally used to wear like the same type of eyeshadow. Like,
this is 2003.
I guess that's what
this
they
is
said. 2013.
So this is a 10-year aging.
Yeah, so whatever.
Her lines is.
I think this.
The forehead is the same because you see the protruding of the man. Y'all.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on.
The curve in the chin is the same.
Yeah.
OMGT's lips. The lips are the same. If you could tell by the indentation of the lips. Mm-hmm. The hair, straight hair, wavy. Y'all are slow. Her in the back, her in the front. Y'all are very, very slow, bro.
Okay, let's go.
That they have been cloned, and the star we once knew is secretly somewhere else.
Nah, she does look different though. No too far off. But it's also aging.
That they have been cloned, and the star we once knew.
That's Beyonce. That's Beyonce.
He's crazy.
Aging and honestly,
and I also think it's the makeup.
The makeup is. This more looks like a. I don't know. Whoever her makeup artist right here fucked up though. I think they did a horrible job. And again,
what's the makeup? It's
position of head as far as taking a photo. That's her head is more tilted down right here. This one, her head is more tilted up. You gotta understand this stuff when you, right? One thing I'll always say is moles. The mole right there is the same mole. You can't see any other moles,
my moles do grow over time.
but moles don't go away.
But this is before, this after.
Yeah, I'm saying these two moles are the
Right.
exact same placement. I said this one could have been a grown mole. I was trying to see this mole, but the collar.
New is secretly somewhere else, or dead. However, there is a lot of misinformation spreading, as well as important context you need to know before you come to the conclusion of what happened to Jim Carrey. But you still won't be 100% sure, because in 2026 we constantly have to ask ourselves the question, is anything we ever see genuinely real? Jim Carrey attended the Caesar Awards in France to receive an honorary award for his versatility as an actor. When he jumped on stage, audience members were impressed that he gave his 5-minute acceptance speech entirely in French.
Bonsoir. Merci beaucoup. C'est très gentil. En tant qu'acteur, chaque personnage que vous incarnez, c'est comme l'argile du sculpteur.
Now, Jim Carrey is not fluent in French. He just practiced it out of respect for the country and culture and his fans. And while the French people in the room applauded this kind gesture, fans at home couldn't help but notice that Jim Carrey didn't look like himself. His appearance after the awards seemed to shock everyone, especially
That's not the same guy. The grayness of the hair don't look the same.
out of respect for the
Does it look like the same person that was on the red carpet?
country and culture and his fans. And while the French people in the room applauded this kind gesture, fans at home couldn't help but notice that Jim Carrey didn't look like himself. His appearance after the awards seemed to shock everyone, especially when comparing to photos just a couple years ago. His eyes looked brighter and almost glassy. The wrinkles around his eyes looked different. His eyebrows were faded and raised, his jawline looked crooked, his cheeks looked abnormally puffy, and even his skin looked plastic in a way that lost all his expression. But as soon as he started
So what are we trying to base the imagery off of? You get what I'm saying? Like, when was the last time he was out in public? Was it 5 years ago? People change in 3 years. Like, people facial
But I
features,
guess
especially as you
if
get
you could-
older.
So what you think it is? Just probably some work done.
He could have had Botox or something. Y'all, come on now. Let's not
I
act
guess
like
that's
this
what people
Hollywood.
are saying. Yeah.
No, they're trying to say he's dead. This
Oh
is
well,
fake.
yeah. I don't know, Tara. I
They're
really
trying to
do
say
know.
this is not Jim Carrey
At all. Okay.
I'm saying it could literally be him. It could be aging. It could be Botox.
Wait, it's not
It could be
aging. They're saying because he looked older before. Now he looks a little different.
Botox. Come on now. We know what people do. I like people don't get a little filler right here, filler right here, filler right here. I don't want no lines. Come on, man. We got money.
speaking in English during the post-event interviews, it was almost like his entire personality had been swapped with someone else's.
I practiced it like crazy, but it's then I watched everybody talking 1,000 miles an hour up there receiving their awards, and I was like, I'm dead. And I made mistakes, and I was like a novice. I felt a lot of love, and I felt a lot of appreciation that I tried.
Now, to be fair, higher resolution photos of Jim from that night do make him look slightly more normal, but there still seems to be this uncanny feeling everyone has that he doesn't quite resemble the Jim we once knew. His behavior was concerning, especially when you consider what we saw in 2017, where Jim was very against the idea of accepting
So are we going off of 2017 and this is 2026? 10 years? Come on.
a superficial award presented by a corrupt body of voters on a carpet full of people pretending to be more important than they are.
I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
But it is important to know that when Jim Carrey was mocking the industry in this interview, he was in a lot of pain. His girlfriend, Cathriona White, had passed 2 years prior, and he felt like he was going through the monotonous motions in a meaningless Hollywood environment. Then again, Jim has a long history of being openly outspoken against the powers that be in corrupt Hollywood, like when he went on Kimmel in 2014 and mocked the Illuminati.
I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue.
Some people looked at his mockery as brave, that he was potentially exposing the truth and putting his life in danger. They also used this to justify that he was somehow dealt with to prevent him from continuing his attacks on Hollywood. Because it wasn't too long ago that he was talking about things you never hear A-list actors talk about.
Or we go through the gate of forgiveness, which leads to grace. Your being here is an indication that you've made that decision already. You've made the decision to walk through the gate of forgiveness to grace, just as Christ did on the cross.
However, others perceive Jim's new appearance as him submitting, conforming, or falling victim to the new Hollywood order, and because of this, it's reopened conspiracies about celebrity clones, how people with fame, wealth, and power are allegedly replaced by someone else to, well, we don't know why. Now, most of these theories are lacking extremely substantial evidence. For example, there have been repeated attempts from chronically online people to convince the world that Eminem was cloned years ago. They'll share side-by-side photos of Slim Shady with a slight difference in his hairstyle and skin, completely leaving out the context that they're using photos from him in his 20s with photos of him in his 40s after.
The only thing different in these photos, for real, for me, is what?
What?
It's the eye color.
Eye colors change.
Yeah, I don't know. With white people, I don't know.
They change sometimes depending on what color shirt they got on.
Not like blue, right? Unless he got. Now, I do know people who do say, hey, sometimes my eyes are pure blue, sometimes my eyes are pure green. I do know people like that. Mm-hmm. But some people, their eyes are always perceived to be blue. I don't know what his eyes
or different, like little shades. I don't know. And the lightning look a little different, a little bad. It could be like blue, he's hella grayish looking.
And he's hella old right there. Well, not like hella old like that. But compared to it,
I feel like people have too much time on their hands, child. I just be.
And that's true.
I don't know. This stuff be draining for me.
This look like, hey, young bad boy Slim Shady to Grandpa Slim Shady. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be two different type of men.
Slim Shady with a slight difference in his hairstyle and skin, completely leaving out the context that they're using photos from him in his 20s with photos of him in his 40s after overcoming a brutal alcohol and pill addiction, which we all know that drugs and alcohol can drastically change one's appearance. There are also theories that punk artist Avril Lavigne secretly died in 2003 and was replaced by a body double named Melissa Vandella, and still to this day she laughs at anyone who says she was cloned.
I mean, it's just funny to me. At one end, everyone's like, oh my god, you look the exact same, you haven't aged a day. But then other people are like, there's a conspiracy theory that I'm not me. Honestly, it's not that bad, it could be worse.
There's even a rumor that rapper Gucci Mane was cloned following his release from prison in 2016, as he went from a lean-addicted, overweight gangster to a completely jacked, handsome, and friendly role model telling people to eat healthier.
Yeah, this is Kel right here, trying to be healthy. Everybody is sad and confused, but I'm healthy and happy.
People have cited his physical changes following the release as an indicator that Gucci was replaced to sell more records. However, most people understand that drugs and a lack of...
But did his records sell more? I feel like he was way more popular before than coming home. When he came home, like everybody was, you know what I'm saying? But like as far as the quality of music, I don't think it was the same. And so why would you clone someone if we're gonna go with that theory and the record sales don't even sell like they were previously before?
Yeah, you're like, what's the point?
Yeah. That don't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Was replaced to sell more records. However, most people understand that drugs and a lack of exercise make you heavier. If you replace that with daily workouts, a new beard, and years of isolation to change, you're likely not going to look that much like your former self. So despite the simple fact that people just change naturally over time, there are vast amounts of people who genuinely believe these artists were cloned, that their DNA was stolen, placed in a remote lab, and rapidly aged them to make a few $1 million in profit. profit. Now, a more realistic and fun conspiracy to consider is that these A-listers find a body double or long-lost twin and give them makeup and a mask to look exactly like them. The idea that a celebrity is so fed up with traveling and being a superstar that they find someone who looks exactly like them to go and do press runs or concerts while the real star sits at home watching YouTube is honestly not that crazy to think. Even Jim Carrey admitted to doing this.
Using a decoy, it sounds so ridiculous, but it works like a
double.
Jim Carrey double.
Well, yeah, that's amazing.
So what I do is I send him off in one direction, sucks all the press in that direction, and I can just have my day. And
whatever you want to do.
Wherever I want, totally unmolested. It's fantastic.
But it gets pretty disturbing when we're not talking about Hollywood celebrities and instead people who hold public office or pull the strings in powerful positions. When President Joe Biden's mental decline became more and more noticeable, a large number of people started to point out that he might be replaced by actors on occasion to cover up how poor his health was. They pointed out tags along his ears that might indicate him wearing a mask, or showing how his skin would seemingly stick in ways that appeared unnatural.
North Carolina, and he was a very conservative guy who was very, very... Oh my gosh, that's a mask! African-American.
There have also been theories tossed around after Ghislaine Maxwell's recent
What happened when someone's like lack of older, could be dehydrated too?
But I guess it's because of the fact that it was super smooth at first, and then the way that he
floppy ass. Old people have floppy ass skin.
Yeah, but it always appears like that, right? It's not super smooth one moment, and then the next is, I don't know.
I hear it. Y'all, she crazy. Did you hear about her too?
I haven't heard about her.
Now, only conspiracy I'm rocking with y'all, and I'm like, hey, we should is old J.E. I ain't gonna say no names because we can't do videos on him because last video we did got completely restricted. We got to take that down. So you know who I'm talking about. Her counterpart. It is a possibility that man could still be alive, and they just smuggle him out. We didn't see a body. We don't have an autopsy. But when rappers die, y'all sure be want to take pictures and upload on the internet so we can see the autopsy and see the aftermath. But his ass died, we ain't see nothing.
Yeah, true.
That's the way you kill all the noises. Here, he's a dead body. True. And don't say, "Oh, we don't want to post a dead body because he got family." Y'all again, when y'all be doing that when rappers die, y'all love showing. Hey, here you go.
Yeah, true.
Here go their dead body right there. You want to see y'all go visit the graves and all this stuff.
With people pointing out her nose, eye level, and facial width as an indicator that she got a private, unofficial plea deal and was replaced by a body double. Even Epstein himself was believed by some to have escaped prison with the assistance of federal agencies, with a photo being shared online of a bearded man.
She said that's a different woman.
And walking the streets of Israel. However, most of this has been debunked when it was revealed to be manipulated by OpenAI. But when it came to the new face of Jim Carrey at the Caesar Awards, things only got more complicated when someone on social media posted an alleged Jim Carrey mask that looked eerily similar to what we all saw on the red carpet. On March 2nd, 2026, a mask and makeup artist named Alexis Stone posted on Instagram with Jim Carrey's face saying, "Alexis Stone as Jim Carrey in Paris." Along with the initial photo, Alexis posted another image with Carrey's new look, along with what we now know as an AI-generated image of a Jim Carrey mask and makeup. But when you learn more about Alexis Stone, a collaboration with Jim Carrey just seemed to make sense. Most of Alex's stunts involve him putting on a mask and makeup with a comedic twist, like dressing up as Cruella de Vil, Miss Doubtfire, Mona Lisa, and Jack Nicholson. Although people know these are just costumes, he still attracts the press, who swarm him with photos. I wouldn't be surprised if some people were fooled. Alexis runs a Scotland-based special effects makeup studio where I can only imagine he works with the entertainment industry to create realistic masks and bodysuits. Now sure, a lot of his masks look obnoxious, unrealistic, and uncanny on purpose, because it serves as great marketing for his business. But other masks he makes are incredibly realistic. Ones where if I saw him in real life and I wasn't paying attention up close, I wouldn't be able to tell tell that it was a mask. And even if Alexis was just trying to take credit for something that he didn't.
But all these are photos, right? Photos can be manipulated, touched up to make you appear way smoother. Can I get a close-up of what the mask look like, especially in the corner of the eye? Do I see you get what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like how perfected is the mask? I need to see like a visual close-up and see the ways you can tell whether or not it's a mask or it's real. I don't want to see photos. Photos are digitally touched for a reason.
Which is genius marketing, by the way. The idea of him and Carrey coming together to essentially prank the world sounds like something Jim might do. After all, this wouldn't be the first time Carrey has pulled off a stunt for the sake of performance art. He famously went full method to portray his idol, performance artist Andy Kaufman, where he'd interact with members of Kaufman's family and refuse to break character.
And no one really knew what was real and not real half the time. I didn't know what was real and not real. You just went with Andy and Tony and wherever their whim took you.
I mean, if I want to choose to do something, you should support me. I mean, I don't understand why you're always negative. And
Andy Kaufman's entire career was basically an experiment in how far he could blur the lines between comedy, performance art, and real life. And when Jim played the role as Andy for a biopic, he fully believed that Andy Kaufman had a paranormal control over his mind and body. I didn't black out, but the balance was way in Andy's corner. I broke a couple of times on weekends and stuff, but pretty much from when I woke up to when I went to bed, the choices were all his.
Whatever you are, it's like everything are these abstract structures that you're given. And it's supposed to hold you together somehow, and I've just given them up, and I don't need to be held together. I'm fine just floating through space like Andy, just flying 6,000 miles an hour around the sun, balancing on tectonic plates that are floating on lava, ready for the end times to occur and whatever the hell is going to happen. I'm just great. That's all great.
It looked like Jim Carrey had reached a full-blown awakening. While other actors and performers mindlessly walked the line to secure their careers and the next big paycheck, Carrey wasn't afraid to bash the industry as a soulless example of elitism in American life.
I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. And it really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
Now, these clone rumors were widespread so quickly that it warranted a response. The Caesar Awards General Delegate Gregory Collier said, "For me, it's a non-issue. I just remember his generosity, his kindness, his benevolence, his elegance. Jim Carrey's visit has been planned since this summer. From the outset, he was extremely touched by the Academy's invitation. 8 months of ongoing constructive discussions. He worked on his speech in French for months, asking me about the exact pronunciation of certain words." Additionally, Carrey's longtime publicist, Marlia Leslie, tells TMZ Jim Carrey attended the Caesar Awards, where he accepted his honorary Caesar Award. Now, there are some people that think these responses are vague and don't actually clear anything up. Like, if you think back to Avril Lavigne's response, where she just basically said, "I'm actually me, I don't know what you want me to say." How is Jim Carrey realistically supposed to respond to this? He's supposed to post a video like tugging at his face saying like, "Oh no, it's not a mask and I'm definitely not cloned," because if he did that, it would raise even more suspicion. However, even if you don't think he was cloned or if he was wearing some elaborate mask, it seems like we now have irrefutable evidence that he has had some kind of plastic surgery, which perhaps is the most disappointing, because while we expect this from the herds of Ozempic addicted, rapidly aging elites desperately clinging on to their youth, Carrey seems like the last guy who needed or wanted to keep up with that never-ending insecurity battle. Plus, the very thing that made Jim Carrey iconic and relatable to begin with was what he was able to do with his face. Even before Jim Carrey was famous, he was mastering the art of completely transforming his own face to capture different personalities.
Nicholson doing the joke.
And when it came to Hollywood's perception of the way people looked, Carrey always appeared to find a clever way to mock the superficial behavior, like when he went on the Graham Norton show and made a light joke at Margot Robbie's expense.
Wanted to talk to you because you're amazing and I'm so excited for you.
Oh,
it's incredible that you've gotten as far as you have with your obvious physical disadvantages. That's just pure talent there. Just a talent override there.
It was his decades of wacky yet iconic faces combined with a genuine disdain for superficial Hollywood that made fans double take at a seemingly plastic Jim Carrey. Plus, you have plastic surgeons on YouTube claiming that there is no doubt he had work done.
Hi, this is Dr. Steinberg for Alpha Male Plastic Surgery. Now, here's the latest of Jim Carrey. So definitely very masculine appearing here. Sometimes when people get a little bit overfilled, they can be more feminized. This face is higher, and we can tell that because there's a descent of the tip, there's the descent of the chin. One little hint that I can see is his trans.
But also the, I always say it's about angle of the photo too. But I do agree, it looks more elongated. Or am I tripping? Or is the bridge something done with the bridge?
I don't feel it looks like it's like he says, like a little bit more like fatty here. But whatever, I don't know.
Because I know his head is slightly tilted upward here, opposed to here. This was kind of tilted a little downward. But
that won't make a difference as far as that though. Like you can tell there's a difference regardless of the angle.
Yeah. I do agree. I think it looks like he had Botox to kind of smoothen out these lines, or plastic surgery to smoothen out the facial lines.
Pores in the skin where he had all that facial hair. But I don't know if there's also Botox can smooth this stuff out. I don't know all Botox used for. I know it's used for numerous of things.
I know this chick I went to college with. She does Botox now. Like she does. Like,
does it?
Yeah. I know you probably like, oh, she take no. I'm saying she actually administrate. Yeah. Administer. Okay. But she does it in Franklin and Brentwood. So she trying to get that coin.
Of a chin. One little hint that I can see is his transverse rhytids. The wrinkles are a little bit higher and elevated here, which is a sign of an endoscopic brow lift. He's definitely had some filler here. May have had some implantations here. Could have been a jaw implant, a wraparound implant, or it could just be a lift with injectables, either a filler, which is off the shelf like a hyaluronic acid, or it could be some fat.
Jim's never needed to preserve his face for future movie opportunities, but permanently altering his face with filler and invasive surgery felt like an abandonment of his principles as an artist. Then again, it's not that hard to be convinced to get these surgeries when literally every single person in Hollywood is doing it, and we all feel some insecurity about aging. And whether Jim Carrey was doing some sort of social experiment or performance art, or just showing signs of human vanity, the fact that so many people were convinced so quickly that this was not the real him is scary, and proves we can't even trust the things we see with our own eyes. While AI and deepfakes have been around for a long time, most of us used to be able to easily notice them and turn it into a joke. But over the past few years, it looks like it's getting way harder to tell the difference. A nonprofit.
Boy, they just got your people back home.
Oh, some of the older people.
Boy, got them good. They were riled up behind that post. I said, bro, y'all do know that's AI, bro. But it's getting harder for people.
It's getting harder for people too.
She question it all the time.
I don't believe everything. I just be like, I'm always like, that's AI. That's AI. But it's like you can tell, kinda.
It's certain, but not like it used to.
Not like it used to. It is getting way, way, way harder to tell. But I be like, that's AI.
Yeah.
But it's crazy though.
Nonprofit asked 1,000 teenagers aged 13 to 18 about their experiences with media made by generative AI tools. About 35% reported being deceived by fake content online. However, a larger 41% reported they had encountered content that was real yet misleading, and 22% said they had shared information that turned out to be fake. But it's not hard to see how every generation is going to have to grapple with this problem, because it's not just memes or celebrity shenanigans that are being AI generated. You might not even be able to trust the local news anymore.
White House unveils plan to train bald eagles as patriots.
Hey, you could tell right out back. Boy, do you...
Patriotic aerial surveillance units.
Can you tell the difference?
Well, President Trump meets today with another global leader as his administration promises more trade deals.
The one on the left is AI generated, while the right is real.
According to people like Professor Edward Delp at Purdue University, we're entering a period where we're going to possibly lose the battle for reality against technology in ways we don't even realize.
I also believe that we may get to a point in our society where you can't believe anything unless you've seen it with your own eyes or you get the content from some really trusted third party.
And third parties and trustworthy sources might not be enough, especially when it comes to masks, where it is already being proven that large amounts of people are failing to notice the difference. To many of us, the rapid evolution of masks and realistic cosmetics is a brand new thing. The fact is, the government's been using it to pull the wool over our eyes for decades. Agencies like the FBI and CIA have been working on masks for so long that they've been able to sit next to strangers and even presidents without them noticing a damn thing.
We made a second one that turned me into a younger, prettier woman. I loved this mask. So we went to the White House. We went in the Oval Office. So I showed him some photographs of disguises we had done for him when he was chief of disguise. I said, you might remember these. He did. I said, so I'm here to show you the next level. He said, so show me. I said, well, I'm wearing it. And I'll take it off and show it to you. And he said, no, don't take it off. And he got up. He came out, walked, and he looked. He went behind me. He was checking it out. He went back. He sat down. And he said, take it off. So I just peeled off my face. Bush really liked it. Bush was smiling. 10 years later, I got a copy of a photograph that they had airbrushed the mask out. And this is the only photograph I ever got. So I'm sitting in front of the president's desk with my hand in the air. I'm holding the mask, showing it to him. And they airbrushed it out.
They airbrushed the mask out.
Yeah, it was classified.
So a powerful or popular person using a mask isn't really much of a conspiracy theory anymore. Jim Carrey even admitted that he was coached by the CIA when filming The Grinch to avoid stress while wearing the green suit.
I told Ron Howard I couldn't do the movie. Then Brian Grazer came in and came up with a brilliant idea, which was to hire a gentleman who is trained to teach CIA operatives how to endure torture. And so that's how I got through The Grinch. He said, eat everything you see, and if you're freaking out and you start to spiral downward, turn the television on, change a pattern, have someone you know come up and smack you in the head, punch yourself in the leg, so it was, or smoke as much as you possibly can. So I was this Grinch sitting
Whether Jim Carrey is playing some elaborate prank, has simply had plastic surgery, or has been cloned and replaced by someone else, it's becoming clear that we are entering a time where we're sitting with a person we've known our entire lives and not being sure if the figure right in front of us is even real. But if you want a full-blown deep dive on Jim Carrey's awakening, where he exposed Hollywood for the evil place it truly is, check out this video.
Child.
What?
Just don't know anymore, child.
You don't. You can't. Everybody ain't meant to be trusted no more. Especially the higher up you go.
It is true.
Hey, man, with that being said, y'all spam us up in the comments. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comments down below for us, man. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
See you, Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We out.
Time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar.